instead of yesterday, and sorry to scare so many of you, but I'm having these really terrible nosebleeds, like terrible nosebleeds that don't end. So, of course, one began 10 minutes before I was ready to go live, and it was like, a major flow. So I had to just I had a tissue on my face and type in that I had to not go live. So I'm sorry to those of you that, that I scared, basically, because a lot of you commented and called my daughter and called my husband and I was all worried. So I apologize greatly, but there was just no way I could go live. And I had an issue with that all day long. So as you're coming on, guys, please say hello so I can say hello back. And let me open up my other group so I can see you, because sometimes I can't see you. Plus, I keep forgetting, you guys, there is like some kind of thing that you're supposed to do on Restream to put in your name so I can see who you are as you comment. All right. So today we're talking about breaking that cycle that doesn't make you happy. You got it from your parents. It's a voice in your head. It keeps you from doing things. It's a limiting belief. I'm running my Peaceful Parenting Challenge starting today, how to stop yelling at your kids. And maybe that's the cycle that you're trying to break. And if it is, you still have time to join. And you just go to stopyellingchallenge.com. Okay, stopyellingchallenge.com gives you time to get into the challenge. All right, now, how are you going to stop a cycle? And that cycle could be anything, guys. Maybe it's not yelling. Maybe it's you keep getting into the same relationship one after another. You had maybe a bad marriage and you went into another marriage with the similar characteristics of the first one. And you're like, why do I keep picking that same person? Maybe that's a habit you need to break. If you're on with me live, I would be really grateful. This is a safe place. You can put in a cycle that you're working on that you really want to stop. You can put it into the comments. Or you can get pen, paper, and you can write it down on your own and really kind of start, working this out. So first, you really want to think about what is the cycle you want to break. What has happened for generations? Everybody in your family has it. It happened last generation. And I'm going to use the example of yelling at your kids because it's an easy one. It might be bad relationships. It might be a job that you keep getting a certain type of job and it's horrible and you're miserable. So let's think of what it is. And I'm going to use yelling because that's what I'm working on this week with so many parents. So if it's yelling, usually that means your parents yelled, your grandparents yelled, you come from a family of yellers and you were yelled at. And nobody likes to be yelled at and nobody likes to be, nobody feels good when they yell. So maybe that's something. Yes, yelling. Absolutely. Hi, Czar. So I don't see who you are. So if you want to type your name, I would love that. But if yelling's your issue, then yes, absolutely. If you're not in our challenge yet, join our challenge, stopyellingchallenge.com. It starts today at noon. So in a couple of hours, I do my first step one in the broadcast, in the challenge. But once you've recognized what it is, what that cycle is that you seem to be repeating again and again and again, once you recognize what that is, then it's time to really go deep with yourself and think about how it makes you feel. How does that make you feel? Do you feel defeated? Do you feel miserable? If you're yelling, do you feel like a bad parent? If you're in a bad relationship and another bad relation and another bad relation, do you feel like you're not worthy of love? Do you feel like nobody's going to love me? Why should they? I keep getting into these horrible relationships with these horrible people that start out acting like they love me, but clearly they don't. Maybe I'm just not worthy of a happy relationship. Maybe happy relationships don't exist. They do, guys. They do exist. And you are worthy of love and you are worthy of happiness. So start diving in, and you can do it, while we're talking if you want. You can add it into the comments if you want to. I know it's very personal. You do not have to. But start thinking about how that cycle that you want to break makes you feel. How is it that you're approaching this? Do you just feel like, what? I'm never going to break this cycle, so whatever. It is what it is. I don't even know why I'm trying, because it ain't happening. Do you feel like it's really impossible? Do you believe there's no way I can do it? When you know what? There is a way you can do it. You can do it. Hi, Lee. How are you? How are you? How are you? Do you just have difficulty believing in yourself? A lot of us do. We have all those little, great, wonderful, annoying voices in our head that limit what we believe in ourselves. And you don't listen to anyone stronger than you listen to yourself. So are you saying things to yourself that is stopping you, that are stopping you, that is stopping you? Good. I'm so glad. I'm glad you're doing better, Lee. So really think about that. Now, this is an eye-opener. And guys, share this out. If you have friends that should be doing something, or they're always talking about, the friend that's always like, I wish my life did that. I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. And they talk about it all the time and they never actually do anything about it. Or they ask your advice and they never actually do anything about it. And you give them advice, good advice, but they ignore it. They don't do it. Those friends, family, we all have them. It drives everybody a little crazy. It's like, don't ask me if you're not going to do anything about it. Right? Yes. So share it out to whoever you like, your people, whoever your people are. Okay. Now, this is a big eye opener. So what are you afraid of? What fear? Excuse me, this is my smoothie. Guys, I'm going to go live and I'm going to make a smoothie for you guys. I don't know when. Next week, probably. And tell you what I put in this delicious green Hulk smoothie. Thor. What is this? Not Hulk. Yeah, Hulk screen. Shrek for my for my grandkids. Excuse me. I call it a Shrek shake. Okay. Off topic. You know why? Because I have ADD. Hi, Mason, my wonderful grandchild. Mason drinks these. He loves my shakes. Mason, you're going to your mom's. Can you do it on Friday? Can I do what on Friday? What is it? Clarify, my dear boy. Clarify. Gosh, I love you. I wish I could hug you. You're too far away. My fave what? Okay. Build on it. Okay. Keep building, Mason. And I'll how to make the shake. Is that it? You want me to do the video on how to make it? Yes. Okay. Because you asked, Mason, it is Friday. Today is Friday. Okay. Got it. But today is Friday, Mason. Do you want to do it next Friday? Okay. Anyway, I'm off topic. Sorry. I have to focus on my grandbabies because I love them. All right. So what fear is stopping you from changing this thing you want to change? Yes, I can do it next week. Absolutely. What is the fear that's not? Because we all have afraid, because we get set in our ways. Yes or yes. Yes. And breaking that pattern is kind of fearful, because what am I going to be like? What is my life going to be like? What if you have a job that you are miserable in and you hate going to work every day? Let me tell you, my friends, life is short. It is too short for you to be miserable every day of your life. You guys know I had a heart attack July 30th or Some of you do. July 31st. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. 31. July 31st, I had a heart attack. I was this close to not being here. Like this close. My artery was closed 98%. That's only 2% of good, right? Your life can change in a day. So if you're miserable, guys, in a relationship, in a career position, I really beg of you to examine it and change it. This is not a dress rehearsal. Life is life, and it goes super, super fast. And none of us are getting out of here alive. So take this stuff to heart and try to change. Try to do something new and different that you love to do instead of something you hate doing. Okay, so now you examine the fear of what's stopping you. And there is a fear whenever there's change. A lot of people are really super great with change. A lot of people are not so great with change. You need to learn the ways to approach whatever that new thing is you're trying to do. If it's a career change, start examining how you can get to do what you want to do. If it's a relationship, you need to examine that relationship. You need to talk to the person you're in that relationship with, get counseling, get coaching, get help. And if it works out, it'll be great. If it works out, it will be a much better relationship. If it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to be. I strongly believe things are meant to be or not meant to be. And you are put in places because it will affect the rest of your life, and it's there to teach you things. So if it's yelling at your kids, find out how to stop yelling, how to control your anger, how to control reactions, how to become a proactive parent instead of a reactive parent. That's what happens. Learn how to do it. If you want to learn, again, go to stopyellingchallenge.com. I'm starting in a couple hours, 12 o'clock noon, first training. All right. So that's a free 5-day challenge, by the way. Free. Doesn't cost you anything. Okay. So start learning about what it is you want to change. How can you do it? What are the steps that are going to help you do this? And take one step. One, don't say, oh my gosh, I have like these 6 things I got to do. Holy cow, how am I going to do them all? I'm like overwhelmed already and I haven't even begun. Do not overwhelm yourself. Start with one action step. One action step and study it and start implementing that. Even with yelling at your kids, that, I coach parents for 90 days. We go through a lot of different things to get parents to create cooperative, happy, fun households. Create that family harmony in 90 days. Clearly, I don't start on day 1 and go, okay, we got to change this. We got 10 things we got to change. We got to do it all today. No. One step at a time. And what happens in 90 days? Success. So don't overwhelm yourself. Pick one thing you can take action on and do it. If it's a relationship, you need help. Maybe your one thing is you sit down and you talk to your partner and you say, you know what? We're struggling in these areas. I'm willing to get help. Are you willing? You may just find out they are, and they think that your relationship is worth it, even though it's gone a little dysfunctional. And if you have outside influences, say there's people in your home, like for yelling, you may live with the other parent who yells and he sees nothing wrong with it, or she sees nothing wrong with it. Or maybe your parents, your children's grandparents live in your home and they're like, well, we yelled at your whole childhood and you came out okay. Well, did you? You can look at them and go, did I? Because I'm still yelling. And my kids, if I don't do something about this, are also going to yell at their kids. And their kids are going to yell at their kids. And it's never going to end unless I decide it ends with me. So if those people that are surrounding you in your family, in your household, are not on board with what you need to change, it doesn't mean you say, oh, well, why am I even trying? Nobody is going to be with me. Nobody's on my team. You know who's on your team? The most important person of all, you. You're on your team. And everything you can do, you get to do. Everywhere you go, there you are. One of my favorite things to say. You are on your team and you don't need more than that. And you know what? I'm here. If you need accountability, here I am. There's a lot of people that are willing to help you. And I bet you have friends. If you're in like a bad relationship, you probably have friends that see what's going on, but they don't want to tell you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Thank you. Thank you. Tell me who you are. Hi, Rasak. Because it just says Facebook user. Yes. Reach out. Now, sometimes it's really easier to reach out to someone that doesn't have an emotional connection to you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. They don't want to feel bad. Let me tell you, when I do my coaching, I mean, clearly I'm not mean. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but I'm kind of not a mean person. But I'm direct. And I will tell my clients exactly what they need to hear. Not to be mean, but to encourage them to take action and start making the change that they came to me to make. I'm not emotionally connected. I do get connected to my client. I adore my clients. I love them. I love all of you. I'm kind of a loving person. If I could hug you all and help you all, I would. But I did not grow up with you. I did not live the life you left. I'm not your sister in by birth. I could be your sister in success and your sister, in that extended family format and a sister of God, et cetera, but I'm not your sister by your parents. My sisters, my brother, they grew up with me. They know everything about me. They know all my little good things and all my little bad things. I have friends that my best friend, we met when we were 2 years old. She's still my best friend. She knows everything about me like a sister. I have dear friends that are with me, have been with me as a friend for years since my childhood, and we have stayed friends. And they know a lot about me. I can ask them for advice. It depends how much they can separate the love for each other, the connection for each other, and regain the ability to be objective. It may not be possible. So if they're just going, oh, you'll be okay, you'll be fine. I've seen you before. You can handle this. They're just being a cheerleader. That doesn't always help. Sometimes you just need somebody to just listen. Just listen to what you're feeling. Listen to what you have to say. Served hot. Served hot. I don't know what served hot means. Sorry. I missed that. Hold on. Sip. Sometimes you just need somebody to listen. And it's not always give me the answers, but let me speak my mind. There are a lot of people out there that have nobody in their life that is willing to listen to them. There's a lot of people out there that have children and they never listen to their children. Let me give you a little gift. The gift is if you join the Pumped Up Parenting group on Facebook, okay, the public group, not the business page, the public Facebook Pumped Up Parenting group, in the file section, there's the listening game. Print it off. There's a whole bunch of fun stuff for your family in the file section that will help you, make your family life a fun life. But the listening game is a great game to play between you and your kids. And if you're somebody that interrupts a lot like I am, somebody who judges or criticizes, play the listening game with your kids. They love to play. First, they'll be like, I don't know what you're playing, Mom. This seems really bizarre. You and Dad play. You guys play. I'm not playing. But once you do it, they love it. I run camps in the summer for 3 to 6 year olds. We always play the listening game and they love it. So don't give up just because they think it's silly. A lot of silly stuff is super wonderful. And it helps you to listen. And it helps you to remember how to listen. So go to the Facebook group, Pumped Up Parenting, in the file section and print off the listening game. Okay? All right. So now, guys, I want you to do something specific. I want you to take one action, one step towards something you're willing to change. If what you're willing to change is yelling, then take one step and join the challenge that's starting today. Go to stopyellingchallenge.com. And if someone can write that in the comments, I'd be grateful. Stopyellingchallenge.com and sign up. Children love the fact that their parents, yes, they absolutely do. Ask any teenager, for example, why do you feel disconnected to your family? And it's because they will say, nobody listens to me. Nobody cares what I have to say. I'm just invisible. That's what disconnects teenagers from families. That's what makes teenagerhood a tough road to journey, because everybody's so disconnected from each other. And let me tell you, phones don't make it any better, because phones make the world individual. Instead of being family, instead of being together, instead of having communication together, everybody's on their phone and nobody's talking to each other. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Take an action step, whatever it is. And if you need help, message me, reach out. You know what? I'll give you a free hour and we'll talk about it. Let's just talk about what you need to talk about. Sometimes you don't even know what you need to talk about. You just need to get clear on what's blocking you. Which voice in your head is controlling you at the moment? For me, it was a lot of limiting beliefs. It was that I didn't believe in myself, that I constantly second guessed myself. There are areas in my life that I'm not confident. There are areas in life I'm really confident in. But there are areas I second guess myself to this day. I'm 63 years old. You want to attack this now. Don't wait till you're 63 to be like, oh, I should have done something about this back in my 20s. I should have done something about it back in my 20s. I didn't. Don't wait your whole life to make changes that you know you need to make. It goes way too fast. Get connected with your children. Avoid being with your gadgets all the way. Keep it aside. Make your child. Yeah, I love that. I can't see who it is. I want to say her name and I can't see who it is. So write your name in. Yes. Make your child your gadget. Gadget of the day. Gadget of the hour. Have non-electronic zones, like when you eat dinner, after homework. Set up times throughout the day that no one's on their gadget, including you guys. You are the role model. You have to set the example. You. They do what you do, not what you say. If you are saying something that goes against what you're doing, they're not listening to what you say. Adada. Kisses. I love that. Everything you do, you give your children permission to do. Everything. Good or bad. Whatever you do, you give them permission to do, whether you like it or not. And if you don't like doing it, now's the time to think, why am I doing this? Why do I keep repeating this behavior? I wake up with the intention of today is a new day. I'm doing it today. Today, I'm stopping yelling. Today, I'm going to approach my partner about what's going on in our relationship. Today. And then it's 10 o'clock in the morning and you've already yelled at your kids. You've already called your partner some kind of name. You've already been nasty to each other. In your head, you're like, oh my God, screw that guy. I'm like over this. But you never sat down, gave them a hug and said, you know what? I really would like to work on something together. With your kids too. Make your kids part of your not yelling journey. Make them know, you know what? Let them understand that they are part of this change. If it's yelling, they're going to be like, woo-hoo. Thank goodness you're going to stop yelling at us. We feel like crap when you yell at us. Everybody feels like crap when they're yelled at. You think they're going to be excited to hear you go, you know what, honey? I'm done with this yelling. It's making me crazy. It's making you guys crazy. Let's work together to stop it. Yes. No happier words will be told to them at that point. Same with your relationship. You know what, honey? I feel like we're on a downward spiral and I love you and I want it to go back up. Are you willing to work with me to make this happen? Speak. None of us are mind readers. Nobody can read your mind. I'm sorry to say, very often with women, we'll be like, well, why didn't my husband already know that? Why did I have to tell him? Why do I have to ask them to do the dishes? They should just do that. Why do I have to ask them to help with the baby? They should just help. Well, you know what? Maybe they're just not thinking about it at the time. Maybe they got something else on their mind. Maybe they've had a bad day. Maybe they're thinking about what went wrong at work or, any number of things. It is not a crime to ask someone for help. It's actually a sign of strength. It's a sign of weakness to ignore it all and never ask for help. So be strong. Be the example for your kids. Be willing to say, I need help. I'm going to get it. Be willing to stand up to your partner or whoever is the person that doesn't believe in you and say, you know what? It's okay that you don't believe in me. That's okay. I believe in me. I'm going to make this change. Remember that what people say about you or to you is a reflection of them, not you. Don't take it personally. It is not easy to not take it personally, but don't take it personally. Remind your kids to not take things personally. That is one of the biggest gifts you can help yourself and your children to conquer, is to not take things personally. Because when things happen to you, they're about the person it's happening with. And when things happen in your journey of life, they're teaching moments. They're speed bumps along the way of the very fast life that we all live. There's something that says, let's slow down. Let's examine this. Is this really true? Ask yourself. Somebody goes, oh, you know what? You're so stupid. Even sometimes you say to yourself, I've done it. How can you be so stupid, Celia? Is that really true? Am I stupid? No. Are you stupid? No. After something like that happens, say to yourself, is that really true? Is that true? No, it's not true. None of us are stupid. We all have the ability to learn and grow and educate ourselves and become more and more and more. So ask yourself, is this really true? Because it's not. If it's something negative against you, it's not true. Don't believe the things that got planted in your brain. Maybe your parents always called you lazy and you decide to live up to their expectations and be lazy because they're going to call you lazy anyway. Is it true that you're lazy? No. You know why? Because if you have something that you want to do, you get up and do it. If you're hungry, you don't wait around for food to come to you. Maybe some of you do. You get up and you make yourself a sandwich. You're not lazy. You can motivate yourself with whatever it is that you are ready to motivate with. So take action, guys. That's my assignment for you. My assignment is take action on one thing. One thing. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you need to do, whatever it is that you say, if I don't do this, I'm going to keep spiraling down. And today is the day. Today. We want a lot from our kids, yet not willing to give our kids a lot. We must strive to be the adults we want our kids to become. Yes, Adada, absolutely. We're the example for them. What do you want them to be? What do you want to see in your kids? They should be seeing that in you. Don't just expect them to behave that way when you're not. You know, when I have clients and they're like, I want my children to use their manners more. My first question is, do you use your manners? And you know, the answer always is, well, sometimes. Well, then your children are going to use their manners sometimes, just like you. But if you use your manners consistently with whatever you're saying and remind you that you're never too old to use manners, your children will become well-mannered children. I say please and thank you to my husband of 25 years, still to this day. I always say please. I always say thank you. I'm always kind. You don't grow out of that. It's not a stage. It's a being. So be the person you want your kids to be. Be the person you want you to be. Be proud of yourself. Say, you know what? I did this one thing today. Yay for me. Pat yourself on the back. Yay, because you know what? For a month, I've been thinking about doing it and I didn't do it. Take 10 minutes and do it. Be the person you want to be. Be the person you want your kids to be. Start today. Just do it. Take a lesson from Nike and their brilliant, brilliant line and just do it. You'll be so happy you did. You'll be so proud of yourself. Isn't it nice to be proud of yourself at the end of the day? Do one thing that puts something in motion. Even if it's like, you know what? This room is so full of garbage. It's so cluttered, I can't even walk. I'm closing the door. So take today, put on a timer for 10 minutes, go in there, find one spot and clean up that one pile. And when that alarm goes off at the end of 10 minutes, walk out the door and close the door again. Do that every day. That room will be clean. 10 minutes every day. I just caught this and love what I'm hearing. I needed this. You are so welcome. I would say your name, but it doesn't tell me your name. So tell me your name and share this out, guys. A lot of people need to hear it, especially in this day of COVID, when so much is going on. There's so much stress, so much self-doubt. Share this out and let other people hear it as well. Okay, guys, I got to jump off. I got to get ready for the challenge today, day 1. Again, look in the comments, stopyellingchallenge.com if you're ready to stop yelling. Oh. And the masterclass for this month is on February 25th. That's a Thursday at 8 p.m. I do a masterclass every month that focuses on something. This month, the first time I've ever done this, we're focusing on confidence and growing your confidence. And that confidence may be in anything you need confidence in, because we all need more confidence. Yes, I need to apologize to my siblings tonight. Spend time with them. I love that. I love that. Yes, and you know what? There's no shame in saying you're sorry. And when you say you're sorry, you give others permission to say they're sorry. So it's like the gift that keeps giving. Family values are quite helpful to raising our children effectively and efficiently. Please let's know that family values are not meant to be observed with just kids alone. It's for, yes, absolutely. Your core values are your core values. You live your life by them. Your family's core values are their core values. You all live those values together. And when you live them, you instill that in the other people around you. Your work, you go to work, your coworkers see what kind of person you are. If you're a person of integrity, they know it. You live it every day. Absolutely. So Okay, guys, I got to run. Thank you so much. I am really grateful that you gave 36 minutes of your busy day to listen to me. I'm very grateful for that. I hope you found a lot of value from this. Even though today is Friday, normally I go live on Tuesday and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Sorry, yesterday I had a nosebleed. It was a major emergency, but we're getting better on that. But Tuesday and Thursdays, 10 a.m. is why I get live. Set your alarms. On Saturday, if you guys are on Clubhouse, I do the parent chat on Clubhouse at 10 a.m. as well. 10 a.m. That's what you have to remember. Okay. If you're interested in that masterclass, go to pumpedupparenting.com and look under courses. You'll find that masterclass. You can register. I hope. I hope that masterclass is there. I can't remember if I updated it. It should be there. If it's not there, reach out to me. You can even get in cheaper if you do the masterclass vault. It gives you all past masterclasses plus access to all the live masterclasses. So there's all kinds of options for you. Meantime, guys, I'm grateful for you being here. I wish you a super fun weekend. I hope it's long and strong and full of fun. And I also wish you days filled with peace, love, tons of laughter, guys. Laugh, laugh, laugh. It really is the best medicine. And I'll see you here next time in Pumped Up Parenting and around the web. And thank you guys for your comments. Bye, everyone.